Hello, hello. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I was about to think it. We've already had gremlins today, everybody. So
Yes, I have a horrible echo on my end. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. I hope you can't. If you do, please let me know in the chat. I'll try to restart my phone, do whatever I've got to do, and I can always jump back in. So how was New Orleans?
New Orleans was awesome, but it was a rough trip there, a rough trip home, and I was so busy the entire time I was there that I got to enjoy the last night a little bit. That was great. The rest of the time I was wide open and viewing people and doing the thing, and then we had investigations both nights, and but it was great. I've never been to New Orleans that I wasn't working like as a medic trying to help, after some disaster or Mardi Gras. So it was a very different experience. I got a shout out to Chris and Jennifer. They had an awesome event. We've talked afterwards. There's already one planned for next year.
I did see a poster for that.
Yep, and I'm already excited about it because we're going to be part of it. And
Nice.
It was a great event. And I don't know, being in the city where we were, it's going to be a little different next year. It's going to be more catered to like conventions and stuff. So we're going to be at the Sheraton. Because he's already announced this, not something he hasn't said. This year, don't get me wrong, the hotel was good, but we're just moving up and better.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, so I do have to say something for all of us, and if I don't make it through without crying.
I was gonna bring that up actually myself. I was gonna say, for all of you out there who watched the Wicked Wednesday block, if you have not heard the news, it's not easy for any of us to deal with, and our thoughts and prayers go out to Angie and Shane. And we're just, all we can do is offer our thoughts and prayers. If you're not in the know, it's not my business to put their business out there.
I'll just say that Shane is very sick, and Angie, his wife, is having a hard time. And I'll be honest with you, I'm having a really hard time. But I'm here, and I may have to pop out. And if I do, just understand that it gets a little bit much. But
There's a lot going on.
Thoughts and prayers to them. Angie's having a real hard time, and if anything changes, of course, we'll put it out there. But as of right now, everything's still the same.
I mean, obviously, I don't believe Angie's watching the show right now, but Angie, if you see this on the replay, we love you guys.
Yep, exactly.
So first things first, can we go ahead and bring in the co-host who attended the 2026 Paranormal Truth Seekers Expo with me this weekend at Nashua, New Hampshire?
Hi. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guest co-host.
So Morgan, let me ask you, what was it like getting up there doing your first speaking panel?
I will say, having to talk about myself, I did horrible. But once I was done with that garbage, I did amazing, I think.
No, you did really well. You did really well. For those of you who did not attend the event, you missed an awesome event. There was a lot of great people there. We had Jimmy Pettitino, we had Morgan, you had myself, you had Jeremy Cotter. And one of the surprises that I did during my speech was because I was scheduled to speak by myself. I can't get up there and talk for an hour about myself. I'm not that egotistical. So I was like, you know what? I had this idea, and I was like, I would love to bring Jeremy and Morgan up there about maybe 20 minutes into the speech, and we just have a panel.
Nice.
And they loved it. They went for it. And let me tell you, we had a great crowd. Carl Johnson came in, sat in on the conversation, and asked a really interesting question about shadow people. We're going to touch back on that episode or that conversation when I have Carl on. I think it's October 14th. So that's going to be fun.
Lee, we know we have an echo. Thank you for letting us know. We're having issues. Gremlins as always. But thank you.
So Gwen, what I'll do is, because the echo's only on me.
Okay.
I'll exit out. If you want to go ahead, you and Morgan, go ahead and introduce the guest, Samaia.
Okay.
And then
you don't want to introduce her before you reboot it?
I can. Good point.
Do that.
So someone else who attended the Spirit Seekers Expo with us this weekend, the enchantress, sorceress, and healer, the amazing person. I love this woman to death. She is awesome. She is so kind. Samaia Eldraath.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello, everybody. Hello.
How are you?
Good evening.
I saw her grinning in the background, so yeah.
I am great. I am very good tonight. Balanced, centered, calm, and relaxed.
Awesome. So, Samaya, I'm going to exit out real quick and try and come back in for like the 8th time tonight. See if I can get rid of this echo.
Okay.
I will be back. You guys carry on the conversation. You do your womanly thing, whatever that is.
Okay then.
Let's see. Russ is. I don't know if you can read this.
Yep.
Morgan, can you see it?
I can. Yes. No, she told me all about her. So Russ is actually my daughter's boss for one of her jobs. She told me all about her day today. Yes. Hi, Russ. So I believe if I remember correctly, Samaia, well, Gwen, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Nate typically will ask the guest to tell the audience a bit about themselves.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. My name is Samaia Eldraath. I am the owner of Samaia's Golden Pyramid. That is my magical and spiritual shop where I create handmade spiritual and magical products ranging from oils and magical salts, energy boxes, magical sprays, and the sort. I actually prefer my products to even doing one-on-one healings because I can put all the healing into the products and get them out into the world much faster than doing like a one-on-one healing, which I still do. Universal white time healing. I use my tuning forks for sound healing. And I do psychic intuitive readings and Akashic Records readings.
That is a lot. And actually, you touched on a couple things I was gonna want to ask you about. But do you mind if we start the one that I'm the most curious about, the Akashic Records? Would you like to go into more
Sure.
detail about that? Because I know not everybody knows what that is.
Sure. The Akashic Records are the records. They're kind of like a repository of information about every single thing that has ever happened, and anything that has been thought or said or done in the entirety of existence. And it's kind of kept in a kind of library, and they have what are called the records keepers. So when I do the quantum level, where I tap in, I get permission from you to go into your records. And typically, there is a question that somebody needs an answer to. And usually it's a lot of traumatic things that we're working through. Do a lot of clearing of traumas that way. So
Okay,
it is. I absolutely love doing them for people. I think it's extremely helpful. In a 1 hour session, you can clear a lot of old, dusty, raggedy trauma from present life and even past lives.
So that kind of touches on the personal conversation that we had on Saturday then, talking about shadows and everything and the generational trauma that you're getting rid of, past life trauma. So it has to do with all of that, essentially. It's like a deeper dive, I guess.
Yes.
Interesting. So I'm so curious because I know I like to pick brains.
It is definitely a deeper dive.
It is, but it's neat.
Yes, and you know what's really interesting, though, is sometimes when you ask a question and you think the reading is going to go in one direction, all kinds of stuff can pop up from past lives or parallel lives, and that will shift the information that is being given to you. So it's you never know where it's going to go. In fact, the reading I did about 2 weeks, it was right before Gettysburg, so I think it was about 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
I don't usually do crossing people over. I mean, I have done before. That's just not my main thing. But during this particular Akashic reading, I had to cross over 3 of this lady's ancestors that were stuck to her and causing, like, their trauma was sitting on her chest and weighing her down. So that is not a direction I ever expected it to go. And with all the readings I've done, that's the first time I have had to cross spirits over during a reading. So they're pretty neat. You never know. They're different all the time, even if it's the same person you're doing several readings for. So
And that's so interesting. The energy doing that must have felt so intense once you actually passed the 3 people over. And she had to have had like an actual weight lifted from her, I'd imagine.
She literally did. She said she felt lighter. She could literally feel the difference. They weren't sitting on her chest. Their trauma wasn't still sitting there. So, I kind of liken it to being a spiritual detective and getting to the bottom of whatever issues are going on with the client at the moment. So, yeah, they're pretty cool.
No,
I've
that
never
sounds
had
really
mine
cool.
done, but I've been there when other people have had theirs done by somebody I knew. Not like up on them,
Yes.
because I respect being in their own space, but honestly, you can almost see that person relax and take that breath. I don't know if that makes
Yes.
you know what I'm saying. It's a beautiful thing if they do it. Yeah.
It is.
All right,
It's
so
fantastic.
I know I don't have my camera on yet. I still have the echo.
Okay.
I mean, if there's nothing you can do.
We've
I
tried
don't-
everything.
I don't think there is. Guys, I apologize for the echo. There's nothing I can do about it.
We've tried, I promise, about 10 times, so it's okay.
So I have a question. Because like I said, I love poking at brains of other, people with abilities. So I know you help people heal their trauma, but do you ever have in conversations where you have no means of doing it? You're not trying to look for anything on them, but their trauma just happens to organically pop up in conversation. And in a way, even when you're not trying to work, you're still working.
Yes.
Poking at shadows.
Yes. Sometimes if people are just having a conversation with people and something that they say will make my antenna go up, and I'm like, ooh, that trauma response. And then it's like, I want to start probing and getting into it, because it's like, ooh, I can feel it. I can hear it. I can see literally the trauma energetically taking shape around. And it's like, ooh, I would love to just clear it. I would love to just clear it for them. Like, let's do a quick session and let's get that shit cleared up, so you're not weighted down by that hideous mess. It's like carrying around a big bag of bricks. It's like, let's put those bricks down.
Yes, and people don't realize that. I feel like until you clear them, they don't realize that, like how heavy it actually was. I love how you worded it though.
Yes.
So do you see all of the trauma in the shadow as an actual like shadow overlaying them? What is it visually like for you?
It's not, I don't do a lot of visual stuff. I'm more, I can feel. I feel a lot. I see things. I don't really want to see stuff. I would rather just feel things and sense things, because sometimes seeing too many things, it starts to bother me. It's too much sensory overload. So it's almost like, you have a little off switch, and I'm like, stay in the off position.
That's fair. I get that.
Turn the volume on the. Yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to try my best to ask as minimal questions to avoid the echo for the people out there watching. Morgan, I know
suggest something real quick. I've tried this before. This is the only thing we haven't tried. Nate, when you're talking, Morgan, mute your mic, and vice versa.
Okay. All right, so I'll mute now.
Okay, it's worth a shot. I still have an echo.
But we tried it.
But so I don't know what's going on with that, guys. We've tried everything. But so Samaia, whenever you go to these events, you have this full setup. Like your table setup is beautiful. I love the mats you have. Like, could you tell us about what you're vending at these events? Because I find it intriguing as far as all the oils and everything else that you bring.
Thank you. It's funny because I started the intention to actually have a shop or a business when I first started. This was back in 2018, and my friend and I were going up to Salem, and I was like, I really want to do some more work with my chakras. Like, I really want to get in more. So I was like, let me get some chakra oils to work with. So we went up and down on Essex Street, and I didn't like the smell of the majority of those. And I was like, fuck, I'll just have to I'll just have to make some myself. And that's how it started. I just started making some chakra oils for myself. And then I made some sprays. And then I was like, ooh, I feel like these kind of work. Maybe I should start making them. Maybe I should start selling it. And then they're like, yes, sell them and start making more things. So then I just started making more things, and they pretty much tell me what to make and when to make and how to make the thing. So it's all of the products, no matter what collection they're from, everything is geared towards healing. Even the defensive magic products are for your healing. It's kind of like helping you to take power back from people that are doing fucked up, nasty energy to you. So
Yeah,
everything is for the purpose of healing.
see, and I love that. I know when I was at your table, holy crap, well, there it is again. As soon as I start mentioning the echo's gone, it comes back. But when I was at your table, there was one oil that you had. The name of it just made me about bust out laughing. The Raggedy Bitch oil is what I think it was called.
Raggedy Bitch. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. That is a recent addition to my oils. I think at that time I was doing the fairy summoning oil, the werewolf summoning oil, the dragon summoning oil. And then when I was making the dragon summoning oil, Tiamat wanted in. So then I had to make her oil. And then the Raggedy Bitch oil. You know, this couple of particular people really had pissed me the fuck off. And I was like, you know what? You dirty fucking bitches. I was like, you know what? This is actually inspiring me to make an oil because I know I'm not the only person that feels this way. So hence the Raggedy Bitch oil for those jealous hoes. And I literally have that in the description for the jealous, for the, yes, for the jealous ass hoes. Yes.
Yep. I got to say, all your oils and everything you have is not overwhelming. Some of them are so strong you can't be near a table. And no offense to anybody, some people like, but yours are not. Yours are very good as far as not over just knocking you down. It smells good too. Very much.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. It's, you know, these products are, you know, anybody can pour oils into a bottle to make a smell, but it's really about the way that the oils are charged. The charging of the products is what brings the magic and the energy and the spirits. As I always say, my oils are alive because there's spirits in and around the oils. So sometimes people will come to my table and one of the spirits will pull them in and they will be drawn right to a particular oil. And the funniest thing is when people get drawn to the fairy spelled truth oil. Okay, it's a spell by the fairies to learn the truth about a person or a situation. And I have seen many people come to the table, they make a beeline for that oil, they pick it up, look at it, and they go, and put it back down. Or they'll say to me, I'm not ready for that. So it's actually pretty
because they got something to hide. Yep.
funny. People don't want any parts of the truth. Yep. So it's funny.
So it almost sounds like when it comes to these oils, it's whenever you make them, like I used to do candle making. I would grind up rose petals, put them into the melted wax and all that good. It's the intention behind the oil when you make it.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a similar aspect, correct?
Yes. Everything to do with magic, everything to do with spirituality has to do with your intention.
Yep.
And if your intention is coming from a good place. Two people can do the exact same thing, but it will feel differently from both people because one person you may sense like this doesn't feel sincere, and another person you can be like, this feels so much better coming from this person because I know that their heart is pure when they're doing or saying something.
That's fair.
So
I agree with that 100%.
intention is, oh yes.
In your statement is very interesting because that's actually what I was going to say, because I typically will not buy candles that other people have made. I will not buy oils, but I did buy your, wait, there's my camera. I did buy yours because you can literally feel the energy coming off of this bottle.
Which one do you have?
The healing, it's the regular healing one, right?
And it
Yes.
smells amazing.
Samaia?
Yeah. See, they
It
do.
does.
They smell amazing. And I,
And
I
made
would
like-
wear
some
that.
when was
I
in
would
Gettysburg.
personally wear that on the day that I forgot to wear deodorant.
We appreciate that.
Yes.
But that's for everyone, not just me. But no, like everything that she had on the table, none of it was overpowering. It all smelled really, really awesome, to be honest. And I love the little skull bottle thing you have. I love those little skull bottles.
Those are cool.
But for me, it's like,
Yes.
I think it's so interesting that you have so many different products, right? And you have all of this intention, but every single product is meant for a different reason. That's got to be kind of difficult to navigate.
It was in the beginning, but I have everything organized in different collections. So like I'll have the planetary oils, which is all of the planets. I may make a Sirius oil. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know how I don't know, be a little more complicated, but probably at some point I'm going to make a Sirius, maybe a Sirius A and B oil. I don't know. But the planetary oils, then I have element oils. There are the summoning oils. There are the defensive magic oils. There are the specialty oils. So like keeping everything in the collections makes it so much easier to deal with how many friggin' products I actually have.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
'cause you have
getting
a lot.
asked, do you have a site that maybe they could go to?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. Are we stuck? Oh yeah.
We
No,
were
no,
for a
they're
second.
asking, do you, yeah,
Okay.
they're asking, do you have a website that they could go to for your products?
I have an Etsy shop, which I'm trying to get away from. I'm trying to shift away, excuse me, from that into a website.
Mhm.
So I can have my products on there, all of my services, and all of those different things, because Etsy's getting very raggedy with their pricing.
Yes.
So some of my newer products I have not even listed on Etsy yet. But what I can and will do is I can make a little video catalog of the things that I have. I made one a long time ago, but I really need to make a new one for all the new products that I have. So
Okay.
Well, if you need
That
help
would be
making that
helpful.
video, just send me some photographs. I'll make you a video.
oh, cool. Oh wow. Thank you.
I have no problem doing that to help you out.
Oh, yeah, that's
Thank
cool.
you. I
So-
appreciate that very
I-
much.
So if you ever decide to make an oil to cure resting dick face, I need that.
He
Not
does.
enough oil
Resting-
in the world, baby. Not enough oil in the
Resting
world
who
for you.
face?
So
Resting
with, females have resting bitch face. I have resting dick face.
Oh my.
He's gonna need a whole tub of it. It won't help.
She'll make a special batch just for you, Nathaniel.
Look, you
A
have no idea,
special
like,
batch.
unless I'm laughing, I really don't smile. You have no idea how many people will be like, "You need to smile more." I'm like, "This is my smile." Like,
I
what
have
the fuck do you
one
want?
picture that I use on the ads when I can that he is smiling in. One picture.
It's very rare.
And I had to search. You have no idea to find it.
I had one more question
Well,
about
what's
the oils.
that? What's that all about, though?
What, his resting dick face?
Yes.
I've always been that way. I'll just, I don't mind. It's not my show. Well, it's my show, but it's your show technically. But I grew up with a very rough background, and so I don't have much to smile for the most part, I guess. And I've never really smiled most of my life. So
Is it also a defense mechanism to keep people at a distance in a way?
I do prefer my own company, if that's what you mean.
Mm. Right.
So it's very possible.
Okay.
But those who are in my circle, they've seen me smile, they see me laugh. I enjoy laughing, I enjoy smiling, but it hurts to smile sometimes because I do it so few of like I never do it. But yeah, no. So it was a lot of like my own, just my upbringing and stuff, and I just never really had a reason to smile. So it's just like my facial expressions kind of freaking stuck this way.
Well, once more healing is done, once some of that old nasty stuff is cleared out, you're feeling a little more, because when people smile, smiling represents like you're welcoming other people's energy. It means like I'm approachable. So if you are not smiling so much to strangers, because you were very clear about saying with my friends, like my friends know me, they know my, they've seen me smile, but with strangers, it might be a little bit of a defense mechanism.
That's fair. I could tell you that Morgan's up here every other weekend, and she might be able to count under 20 the amount of times that I actually smile.
No, at your house you smile more. It's just when we're out and about.
Yeah, because fuck them people.
It's definitely depends.
You're singing to the choir though, because I've been talking to him about dealing with his shadows since we met.
We ain't
And
poking at my shadows today.
it's gonna happen later on the phone, most likely, if it's happening now, because we'll be on the phone and he's like, "Quit poking at my shadows. You haven't realized it yet. You're poking." And I'm like, "I'm not. I never intend to." It like we had conversations and like it just happens sometimes.
That's fair. So, moving forward from that, because we ain't discussing me and my past, we're discussing Samaia over here. Okay?
We are. I did
And
have
notice
one
my
last
camera's
question
on
about the
wrong
oil.
side again. Samaia over here. So, I wanted to ask you, I feel like based off of movies and mainstream media, there's a huge misconception as to what a sorceress or enchantress actually does. Because people go out and they watch Hocus Pocus and, these cult classic movies, and they get a very huge misconception about what it is that actually, being a sorceress, being an enchantress entails. Would you agree with that?
Yes. I think when it comes to things like magic, people are very nervous or scared. And if it comes to people talking about witchcraft, they automatically think all witches worship the devil, that, all witches do weird, evil shit. And some, yes, but that's not. Okay, let me put it this way. Magic is just simply energy, and taking energy and moving it from one place to another. That's how I described it in my presentation. Now, the person who is wielding that energy is the one who kind of determines if it's going to be something of a lighter nature or of a darker nature. So once again, we come back to intention. So yes. I mean, when I started on this magical path, it was Wicca. It was, white magic. Okay. And I shifted out of that because I was like, I light stuff, but it does for me, it did not address a darker part of myself. So I took my journey into the darkness and went from white magic all the way to the other side, where I was in a black magic coven for a while. And the difference between seeing what white lighted people do and dark lighted people do was very different. And I ended up finding that the darker lighted people, they really hadn't dealt with their traumas. And so they were looking for power. And so going into the darker magic, it gives you power. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do with that power? Are you going to use it to heal yourself? Or are you going to use it to hurt other people and do what I've been calling bukake trauma all over other people? So that is when term. You are yes, I love this term, spewing your trauma all over other people. So we don't want to do those things. I it's better when people heal. So people do have misconceptions about magic and black magic, white magic, gray magic, chaos magic, this type of that type of blah blah blah. But it really is about the person that is practicing the magic.
Yeah, and I could tell you, you're the first person I've
Because
ever
I've
interviewed that has done the same thing that I did. Because I started off studying Wicca. My grandmother taught me it, like, since I was a young age. I went from Wicca to Vodun. And it's not the nicest kind of magic. And I got out of that, like, very quickly. Because a lot of people forget about the rule of return. So, hang on one second. So, the rule of return, for anyone out there who does not know, could you explain exactly what that means?
Basically, what you're giving out, you're going to get back. And if you're giving out something very nasty, it's going to be return. So this is why I'm always telling people, you really need to, nobody's perfect, okay? We are all, we should, okay? But we are all a work in progress. And I think people really need to do a better job of cleaning themselves up. So I'm always encouraging people, if you have hurt others, make sure you make amends. Apologize if they have already passed or you can't reach them. There's other ways to clear the air between you and another person. You can do it energetically. You can do it magically. Even if they have passed on. It's really the intention of, you know what, I really want to make amends to this person. Make amends to something. When I died last year and was resurrected, and it was about, I'm getting chills. Okay. It was about a week after I died, because it was Good Friday when I died last year, and woke up on Easter morning. And
That's
so
crazy.
I you know, I still, I have, it's like it's that death cold again. Like this cold that you can feel, that I always call the death cold, that is specifically associated with death. All necromantic things, that very icy cold that seeps into your bones.
Almost like you can see your breath, but you feel it in your bones.
Yes, exactly like that. Yes. But
I've almost drowned 3 times, so I've kind of, I did not actually die, but I've almost drowned 3 times. I know exactly the cold you're talking about.
Yes, that's a different kind of cold. And I was never somebody who really believed in like, oh, judgment day is coming and blah blah blah. But it was explained to me that motherfuckers need to get it together. So even before I died, it was, you know, spirit was always pushing me, you know, you got to get this message out. People need to heal. They need to clean themselves up. Like, stop bukkake traumaing all over people. Get yourself cleaned up. Become a healthier, better version of yourself. After I died, and there's some things I saw, and I don't, it was very clear to me, the hammer is coming. The hammer. So people that are out here just doing nasty, fucked up shit all the time, you're going to get your fucking head knocked off.
Yeah.
If you don't get yourself cleaned up. And I feel like people are being given like a grace period to get their lives together. And every person knows what they've done or what they've not done. So just clean it up. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, coming to me for services, just go to somebody and get some damn help. But clean yourselves up, because literally judgment is actually going to come.
Yes.
So.
And for the record, you need to trademark that bukkake trauma thing before someone else steals.
That's true. That's true.
And for anyone out there in the chat, if you don't know what bukkake is, Google at your own discretion.
Yes.
I am not telling you to do it, but if you do it, don't come at me for your trauma after you see it. I'm just going to tell you that. But I wanted to touch on this real quick because I already have them out here. I got two different objects that I have in front of me that I want to ask your opinion on.
Mhm.
What do you think about sage? Do you think it's a temporary fix, or can this be a permanent thing?
Any kind of smudging, I don't particularly like. Is alt one of the tools that you can use to help clear a space, to help clear a person, but it's not necessarily for permanent things, because it's something that you have to do kind of frequently. You smudge a space, you smudge yourself, you know.
And I have told so many people
it's
that
definitely a good tool, though. It's a powerful tool to use, but it is not an end-all be-all.
I agree. And a lot of people do smudging completely incorrectly. And when you do it incorrectly, does it still work because of the smoke and the properties? Yes, but it's not going to be, you know, as powerful.
But also, if you do it completely wrong, it could make. Sorry.
No, please go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, if you do it completely wrong, sometimes it amps up activity. If you're trying to get rid of the negative things that might be going on or clear things out, you're just gonna. If you screw it up, you could cause issues.
Yeah.
Yes. And then once again, we come back to intention.
Yes.
Yes.
Come back to, you know, what is the intention? Is your intention clear? Are you like all over the place, or is your intention very clear? Do you know why you're smudging? Do you know what you're doing? What is the point? What is the purpose? You know, we will always come back to intention.
When you did that action, I'm just curious how you got that video of me. Because I don't do that anymore. But I tell people constantly that when you smudge, it has to be a repeatable thing. You don't do it once, and it's not a one and done. It's got to be something that is repeated maybe every 2 or 3 months. And a lot of people misunderstand that. They think if I go in and I cleanse a space, like if I'm doing a, say, a residential haunt and I go in and help the family out, they're like, oh, well, if you can smudge, smudge. I'm going to have to come back in about 2 or 3 months and do this again. You know this, right? And a lot of them think it's a permanent fix, but it's not. But holy shit, we've already burned through 40 minutes. So we're going to, I want to touch on these. I don't know how to use them. I know it's a Tibetan singing bowl, correct?
Yes.
And I don't know how to use it. I didn't even know until the pre-show guys this was a stand. I thought it was a bracelet.
Like that.
It would look fabulous on you.
You could wear it as a bracelet. That's just not the intention for it. Oh my God.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
I have the one that has the pillow that goes all the way underneath it.
See, y'all, I do have a sense of humor, but I did not know there was a stand, but I also don't understand exactly how it works. Like, I know it has to do with frequency and the sound waves, and I know it's used mainly for aligning chakras, correct? Did we freeze?
Oops. Yes, we just did a quick reset.
Okay.
We were buffering.
He was asking, is it just for chakras? I use it for other things for myself, Nathaniel, but I think maybe everybody does a little something different.
My whole reason I wanted to ask that, because on the case it has like the guy with the chakras.
Yes.
So I was just curious, is that mainly what it's used for? Is energy healing and chakra movement?
It can be. It can also be used for clearing as well. It can also be used
Really?
for clearing spaces with the sound.
I
Ding,
did not
and
know that.
Yeah, just like a bell.
sounds.
A bell will clear
Yes.
spaces too.
Oh yes, nice loud ass bells. I have
Yep.
good loud friggin' bells that will break up all kinds of weird stuff.
And so is that a
So
similar
again,
aspect to like
it's
using a tuning fork?
yes, because it's a type of sound healing or using frequencies. And since you had said something about tuning forks, I took out two different kinds
Oh,
of
that's
tuning
cool.
forks that I have
Yours
here.
look cooler than mine. This is my first one.
What is that? What is that one? I can't see what it says.
432,
Oh, okay.
432. I don't know. It was purple, so I grabbed it.
Yes.
It was purple, so I grabbed it.
Well, it's pretty. But it is. It's pretty.
Yeah.
This belongs to my set of chakra tuning forks. So it has particular frequency and color that matches the chakra. And this is what's known as a weighted tuning fork, which has these little pieces on there. When you hit it, you can also use it on your body, use it against your body. And I have like a crystal boot on it. So when I do that, I can put it in my heart space and then I can move it around.
Interesting.
When I put the little boot on it. And the weighted fork you can also have by your ears. Okay? Where you would hear the sound. The unweighted fork, you just put by both of your ears. They don't last as, like, the sound doesn't last as long. It doesn't reverberate as much. And then you would have it, next to one ear, and then you would move it over to the other side of the ear. I also have this really neat thing that, which one is this? This is Dantian. So this would be one by your plexus. So this one, I could hit it and then hold it like this and use it right in front of my solar plexus. So there's all kinds of like neat stuff you can do with the tuning fork. It's really cool.
It's weird that every time you hit that, I instantly got cold chills.
Ooh. Oh,
I have no idea what that means.
okay. It could mean different things. Like, we know that deep cold is like death cold, but sometimes that deep cold is also entities being removed from your energy body when you're doing like healings and stuff. So
Interesting. Because I don't know
Nicole,
if you saw.
432.
yes.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Morgan.
Oh no, I was just answering Nicole. 432.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw it or not, but both times you hit the fork, like almost instantly, like, oof.
The death cold thing too is such an
This
interesting
one?
term.
This one or this one? This one?
The silver, yes.
Okay. That's the one for the solar that's the Dantian. So that's the one by the solar plexus. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. What were you saying?
I just didn't like the feeling. Like it like it was a weird pain right here, and then almost like here, and cold chills.
Because it's stuff that you need to clear. It's stuff that needs to be clear your energy body.
Fine, Morgan. I'll let you poke at shadows, just not tonight.
Okay, because I know exactly what it's about.
Mhm.
But what I was saying. Sorry.
I do have a question.
Yes. So the was it the death chill? Is that how you explained it?
Yeah,
Like,
I just call it the death cold.
The death cold. So
Yes.
that makes so much sense because I ask people all the time, because when I have persistent spirits, if I don't want to interact, and I've explained it to Nate, but he's not seen it yet, I get so cold, I'm completely frozen to the bone, because I will tell them to back the
Yes.
fuck up. They don't listen, and I will have a blanket on me, a heater on me. I'll be holding a cup of tea, and I'm there. My teeth are chattering. It's insane.
Yes, that's the death cold. Do you pass spirits over?
You know, people keep asking me that.
Do you
I've never
do you
done
cross
it.
spirits over?
I never have. Not that I know of. Well, animal spirits I have. Like I've let them know, like, it's okay, you don't have to hang on, and they will pass within like an hour or two. But with humans, I've not. But you're like
Why
the
am I
third or
getting
fourth
a
person.
I'm getting a very strong feeling that that is something that you need to be doing, is helping spirits to cross over, and that may be why you have so much of that
I'm gonna
death
tell you from the
around
cold
you.
that is, yeah, from the cold I'm getting and like the tingling feeling that just happened all over my body when you said that. Because
Yes.
Nate, you've been with me. I've been asked that what 4 times at least in like the past 2 conventions we went to. 5? Oh, so I'm just blocking some out at this point.
I asked
5
you
that
at
I can recall.
Broadhead.
What, Gwen?
I asked you at Broadhead the same thing.
Did you? Yeah, I blocked it. Was it when I was drinking whiskey?
Probably so, yeah.
Look, you got to have fun at these conventions, right?
But no, thank you for telling me that,
Yes.
Samaia, because I feel like
Can I
part of
tell
me
you
knew
about
that, but I
mine?
ignored it.
I was a paramedic. So you may not realize I was a paramedic for many years. Worked in the hospital, saw a lot of stuff, and never accepted it. So when I did accept it, it put a lot of pieces to the puzzle. And when I started doing things that I was supposed to be doing, when I was meant to be doing all this time, I was actually helping
Yes.
people cross over and did not realize it before I accepted what I was doing. But I didn't realize it. And when I realized what I was doing, I felt so much better and so much centered and everything. And it
Yes.
helps. But the tuning forks also, they helped me get rid of my headaches. I used to have really bad migraines.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Interesting.
it's the frequency.
Yeah.
So you
For
also
you-
go ahead.
I'm sorry. For your I would use like third eye and crown. I would use the third eye one, and I would, just like the weighted one, and I would and put it here, and then I would like move it around your temple space, and then I would do the crown chakra on top of your head, because maybe
That's
it's
exactly what I did.
sometimes when you have people that that are gifted, sometimes the headaches are crown chakra, and a lot of times it means that your chakra needs to be cleansed and opened, like widening the chakra to allow more of that energy to come in.
So one more question from my notes, and then these are going out the window, as I told you they probably would. So you also do Akashic record readings, right?
Sorry, that was my first
Yes.
question when you were rebooting.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Look at
she
that
already
stuff.
answered it. Well, she already answered it. So you know what?
You might have a different form of the question. You had follow-up questions for
Ask what
things.
you want to know. Yeah.
No, my curiosity,
Yes.
which I'm sure Morgan asks, is how does that process work? I know what the Akashic Records are. I know about the whole spiel of how you can pick up on them. But I just don't fully understand the process of how the information comes to you.
Well, first of all, it doesn't really have anything to do with the training I got, but I've got a lot of attunements, so it's real damn open up here, and that helped through the getting certified to do the Akashic Records. It helps when you're already open and when you've already had attunements, because it's easier to get into the quantum field, because you have to go into the quantum field to get that access for the to receive the information. So when I do mine, if I'm doing it in person, I'm going to take eight to work my way starting at the root and go all the way up to your crown and then to the 8th chakra, just to align and open them. And then I go into the quantum, and I have my little opening. I have a little opening speech that I use. And then you have to state your full name so that you're giving me to enter your records, which I can go into anybody's records, but the way that we were trained, you need to ask permission to do that. That's good spiritual hygiene. You make sure you ask and you get permission first to do that.
That's fair, because you know how many times I've been here with Morgan, and she has said, "Hey, I'm picking up on something. Is it okay if I continue?"
Nice. Yes.
That's how you should do it. It's the
You know
ethical
what the
thing
odd
to do.
thing is? I'm gonna mention it now. 10 minutes left. The echo's gone.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what the hell's going on with that, but that just really, I'm going to use a Peter Griffin term from Family Guy here and say that grinds my gears.
Oh, it's
And
it's
it's
there.
back.
It's just faint.
I shouldn't have said it. But, so this out the window, because right now, we're about done. So let me ask you this. When you go to these events, right, and you do your public speaking and you have your table, like, what is your favorite part of going out and doing these events? Like, is it the lecturing? Is it the people you meet, the connections you make, the impact you make on others? Like, what is your favorite part of doing these public events? We all have a favorite part.
The first part that's for, and it's really amazing because people will come to, perfect strangers will come to my table and they will bare their friggin' soul to me right away. They, first of all, they know they can, and they just do it. They wouldn't even tell these things to people that they know, or they might not even say these things. But I love and appreciate that people can come in and they just tell me whatever it is, and they're open and they're honest, and that helps me to be able to help them. So that process of getting these things into people's hands and knowing that they have something that is going to be able to help them, or setting up readings for people for another time, being there and knowing that I'm fulfilling my purpose of helping people, that makes me very happy. That makes me feel grounded. That makes me feel really, it just makes me feel really good.
We're not laughing at you. Vince said this podcast looks like trouble. Yes, it can be.
It is.
Yes.
It is, and we've been having gremlins all night.
All night?
Yes.
But
I
we're
love
making
your
it
answer,
work.
though, Samaia. I
That
loved
was
your
a great
answer.
answer.
Thank you. But it's true though. Like, I always find that when you really speak from the heart, everything just sounds better. Everything just feels better because it's coming from a real place. And I haven't done tons of presentations at these. I'm trying to push myself to do more because the work that I'm doing and the message that I bring to people about the importance of healing, that to me, that's really important, and that really needs to be out there more. So like even this weekend at the Witch Trials 2-day event in downtown Hartford, I'll be doing a presentation there. It's supposed to be on the laws of the universe. I don't know. Depending, I might switch it to my presentation on the importance of healing. Or I might throw in a little bit of that, like I did with the presentation on magic and the paranormal. I felt like I needed to throw in talking about magic, talking about the things that are magic in the paranormal, talking about psychic attacks and how to identify them and everything, but then also the extreme importance of healing and how people's greatest form of protection against anything negative is fucking healing.
True.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, people in Hartford, they need it.
Yes, they do.
I that is one of my most hated. I hate Hartford worse than I hate Boston.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Look, driving through there last year to go to the Connecticut Paracon, fuck Hartford.
Oh wow.
Those people are angry about something, but they were angry at me, and I was just trying to drive through.
Maybe you should drive
I do the speed limit. I do. I'm not gonna lie.
or is it a suggestion?
No,
No,
for him, it's not a suggestion.
Okay.
It's
He
not.
drives like an old granny.
Oh my.
But
Maybe
there's a
that's the
reason I've
problem.
never.
They're like,
There's a reason I've never had an accident either. So.
knock on wood.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, yeah. So I have
But-
one question, and then I know
Yeah.
you're going to ask I have one question though. And I always say your name wrong, but Samaia, forgive me if it's wrong, but who?
Either way.
And you don't have to tell me a name. How did you come to do the Akashic Records? Did someone mentor type thing, or how did you come about doing it?
Good question.
And I think we froze for a minute.
It just was the right time at that. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are we all back? Have we reset again?
Yeah.
We have reset again.
Okay.
Fucking podcast gremlins tonight.
Good. It's something I really always wanted to do, but there has to be the right time to do something.
Yes.
And back in 2023, I wanted to get into this course, but there was a long ass wait list. And then I was able to get into the following semester when the hell did it start? March? I can't remember. March or April. I think it was March when we started the course. And it was important to me to get certified, not just take like some quick ass weekend course, crash course. I wanted the full drawn out understanding of the records.
Right.
And how you can start with one thing. I mean, they go so deep. The way that my instructor was, she taught us to journey to the center of the earth for your damn Akashic Records. Got to go all the way down. There's trauma stuff comes in layers. Okay, as we want to go all the way down to the root. We want to clean that out, bring it out into the open, and then get rid of it. We're not doing like cute little surface bullshit. And I fucking hate that when people just do little surface shit.
You're going for the deep stuff.
You have to. Otherwise, then what's the point?
It's always going to be there if you don't.
That's very fair. What is the point? I agree with that. So I always end my podcast off with 3 specific questions, but I'm going to modify it a little bit for you, as I typically do when I don't have on someone who is an actual, like paranormal investigator as far as they go out in the field with equipment and shit. So I'm going to ask you. Question number 1. You could go anywhere in the world to do a reading on any location. Price is not an option. Where are you going?
Pyramids. Egypt.
Why does everyone like the pyramids?
Because we had past lives.
Well,
there.
my shop is called Samaia's Golden Pyramid, and I rep the pyramids.
Yeah,
actually,
I knew that.
Do you know why I named it Samaia's Golden Pyramid? So
I don't. I'm intrigued though.
When you invert it this way, it is when you're doing healings for your womb space. Okay, you will go like this. So it's an upside down pyramid, and you would put it over your womb space. Okay. Mm-hmm. Our wombs are our spaces of creation. It's a woman's miniature connection to the universe. Okay, we do creating. We create life. You create ideas. We are creators. Even if one has had a hysterectomy, it doesn't matter. Energetically, it's still there. That's why we're called the womb men. Okay, only women can have that. Natural born women. I'm sorry, but I need to say that. So
that's fair.
That the pyramid, my womb space, is where these creations come from. And the color gold is a very cosmic and regal color. So Samaia's Golden pyramid.
I like that.
Yes.
I like
So,
that. That's a very well thought out name. I absolutely understand that now, and that's actually really well thought out.
yes.
So we're going to the pyramids. We're going to Egypt.
Yes.
You can bring one medium with you. They can be alive or dead that you have always had an interest in possibly picking their brain or working with. Who you're bringing?
I really don't know how to answer that. I don't know. I have to come back to that question.
That's fair. It's not the first time we've encountered that before. But I know kind of like everyone has someone that they admire.
Does it have to be a medium?
Does not. I did say medium,
Okay.
and that was my bad. I was motor mouth there. So.
Oh, okay. My mentor. I really love my mentor, and he has taught me so much. He has saved my life. I have learned so much from this man. So I would really just go anywhere with him because I literally trust him with my life. So my mentor, Shiva.
I like it.
It's an actual person.
I assumed it was. But yeah, no, I wanted to ask you a question about mediumship earlier, and for some reason that popped into my head mid-sentence while I was asking that question, so that's why that came out that way. So we're going to the pyramids. You're bringing your mentor.
Yes.
I don't know if you believe in ghost hunting equipment or not, but you can bring one piece of equipment with you. Now, it does not have to be one of those blinky, lighty lights. Oh, let's emit some noise. It could be metaphysical equipment. What are you bringing with you?
Just one thing? Could I bring my little kit with me?
One thing.
Okay. Crystal. I would bring a crystal to gather energy and put it into the crystal to take it with me.
Oh yeah.
That's a great answer. That is awesome. And I know I was a little bit stern on that, but it's one of those things where if your abilities are inherent, I'm giving you one thing to bring. So Samaia, I want to thank you so much for taking this hour to come on the show tonight. I greatly enjoyed having you on. I'm sorry about all the technical difficulties and the echo that I'm hearing that apparently other people are hearing as well. But I thank you so much. Can you tell us, where can people find you? Where can people go and find your stuff? What events are you attending coming up?
Okay, where you can, probably easiest to find me on Facebook under Samaia Eldraath, Samaia Eldraath.
I botched that name when I introduced her, by the way.
Listen, if people say Samaia, it doesn't. That's a link to my Etsy shop is there, so people can message me there. That's probably just the easiest way to get in touch with me. Like I was saying, this weekend I'm going to be at the Witch Fest in downtown Hartford. Let's see, next weekend I get a fucking break. One weekend to get a little break. Let's see, I've got Gothic markets coming up. Let's see, I got taken off the wait list for the main Paracon, so I will be there. I'm very excited. I was taken off that long ass wait list, so I am very grateful. And then I will be at the Underworld convention the weekend after
in Pennsylvania.
Yes. I don't remember. There's a bunch more stuff coming up. It's a lot. It's going to be very busy and very good. So that's amazing.
Awesome.
Yes.
So Samaia, thank you so much for coming on and taking this hour to chat with us tonight. If you wouldn't mind hanging out in the background, we got one more little small closing ad to run. And I always ask my guests a question post-show after we close it out.
Let me just say thank you very much for having me. I've had a wonderful time with you guys. This is like just regular chill conversation, no pressure. It's been a real joy and pleasure being here with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna pull you down. Here we go.
So, my echo aside, I feel like that was a great show.
It was.
I
It's always a
enjoy
great
I
show.
enjoy the way that she thinks. I enjoy the work that she does. And like I don't know, it's weird because I'm not one to sit there and look at someone and think this person does amazing shit, but she does.
Yeah.
She does, yeah.
And the oil things that she has, like, let me tell you, they all smell amazing. And if you have not seen her at a convention, you need to purchase one when you see her because there wasn't one that I found that I was like, oh, I really can't. I want to smell them.
Yeah.
But no, they were great, and she is such a good soul. She's an amazing person, and I want to say thank you to everyone tuning in tonight. This was another episode with an extreme echo of the Paranormal Unveiled podcast here on Wicked Wednesday. Be sure to stay tuned for the last block of Wicked Wednesday as Twisted Tales with Jeremy Cotter welcomes on the one and only Thomas Patrick. It's going to be a great conversation. You're going to not want to miss out on this one, I promise you. But I will see you all next week. Same spooky time, same spooky network. And y'all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in.